great learners! As usual, welcome to my video. Today, we're going to learn something new, how to ask questions in English. And I would like you to get a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen. I have a marker and I have my board right here. Right, do you have it? Let's go. So here's my hand. I'm using my left hand to draw because I'm right-handed. Here's my beautiful hand. That's it. Have you got yours? All right, so are you happy with your drawing? I'm happy with mine because it has 5 fingers I will be able to use. So the one thing to remember is this hand will be used for open and closed questions. So if you'd like, okay, what is an open question first of all? So an open question means you have to elaborate on your answers. It's not only a yes or no as an answer, right? So open questions, as I said, starts with the thumb, and it starts with keywords such as why, who, when, where, or how much, how many. So the key questions usually start with WH or H. And once again, what, when, where, why, who, etc. And how much, how many, how come, how far, right? So if you'd like to start to make an open question, you begin with your thumb. Now, the index, what comes on the index? An index is usually used to point. And if you have watched my previous video, before we translate our, before you translate your sentence into English, right, from your language into English, you have to identify the right tense. So which box are you going to choose? Present, past, or future? And once you have selected the right box, then there is a smaller box that is green, right? So the green box will come here. So let's make it simple and write green box. So what comes on the index is the green box. So the green box words could be is, are, do, does, has, did, will. We have other words that are should, can. All right, so if you see should, all the modals, or can, you see will, these words will always come on the index. Now, what do we have on the middle finger? So the middle finger will be for the subject. So subject, I, you, we, the children, who are you talking about? So you put the subject here and the middle finger. And what comes next is the ring finger. So you will put the verb here on the ring finger, right? So the verb is do, make, go, see, etc. And finally, we have the little finger for little information. So little finger for extra information. So little, let's go for little information. Yes. Right? So this is for open questions. And remember, professionals, you have to respect the intonation. When you start an open question, the intonation will go down, right? So I'll give examples later on. Now, I would like to ask a closed question. Very easy. So for closed questions, we start with the index, immediately with the index, all right? We don't have the thumb any longer. We start with the index here, right? And you follow the same pattern. Yes. Okay, let's illustrate this. And oh, by the way, remember that if you make a question that is closed, a closed question, the intonation will go up at the end. Let's see some examples. Okay, so imagine I'm talking about my regular habits. Let's talk about work. Every day. So every day immediately I know that I have to use the simple present. Yes, it's a habitual action every day. So every day I would like to know what time my friend goes to work, right? I'll have to ask an open question because he needs to elaborate on the answer. So, what time? In the simple present, the green box indicates do or does. So because I used you here, we would have what time do you go to work every day, right? One thing, so the time indicator could be here, right? We can have the time indicator either at the very end or at the very beginning. Time indicator. Okay, so what time? Okay, every day, what time do you go to work? Or what time do you go to work every day? See how easy it is? Now, let's see a closed question. So closed question means I'd like the person to say yes or no. So I will not start here. I'll start immediately here. So do you go to work every day? Yes, I do. No, I don't. That's a yes, no question. Do you go to work every day? Or every day, do you go to work? See? And you do the same thing for the other tenses once you have identified the right box and the right green box to use. All right, another important element to remember in a question is the position of some verbs. I mean, some adverbs. So we have words such as usually, never, often, always, right? Ever. Okay, so do you know where these words go in my finger? I mean, on my hand. So all of these words will go right here. So you will have to place one of these words, if you want to use them, here, right? So it's going to be, okay, what time do you usually go to work? What time do you usually go to work? So just between the subject and the verb, or between the middle finger and the ring finger, this is where these words usually go. Yes. Easy. Now, for professionals, one thing I would like you to remember, if you'd like to convince anyone to buy your products or services, make sure you respect the intonation. Okay, so let's illustrate this. If ever you'd like to ask for a piece of information, right? So you will have to respect this intonation going down. Don't always go in with the inflection, right? When you ask an open question, you have to make your intonation go down, right? Your intonation always has to go down. How much are you giving me for this? How much are you giving me for this, right? And not, how much are you giving me for this, right? If you say, how much are you giving me for this? Inflection will indicate uncertainty. So the customer will, the prospect will not be convinced, or will not, your message is not firm. Yes. So you want more firmness in your message. Then go for the intonation that goes down, especially when you ask an open question. How much are you ready to give me? How much are you ready to give me? How much are you ready to give me? I'm not sure. Yeah, are you willing to? How much are you giving? Are you giving me? Yes, so that doesn't sound convincing. But if you say, how much are you ready to give me? How much are you ready to give me? That is more convincing. All right, great learners. Thank you very much for watching my video again, and I'll see you in the next one. So if you have liked my video, please subscribe, or give me a like and subscribe. Thank you.